Hey everybody, it's Clubbedcashew50. We're gonna do some, I'm a little sick as you can tell. We're gonna do some Fallout 76. This is a great game. I know it's had a lot of bad, don't get me wrong, when this first came out, this was like, what kind of experiment are you running here, Bethesda, right? You make the Bethesda in London, the town sad. How dare you? And the Bethesda over in the Middle East sad as well. You know, the one in the Bible. So, this, excuse me. So, but this game, though, has definitely emerged, has developed. I mean, if you want to talk about, like, a game that's literally, like, changed the way it plays. Like, I mean, you think Sea of Thieves has grown, and it's gotten better. You think Elder Scrolls has gotten a bigger map. Right, that sort of thing. Like, just develop the game. That's nothing compared to what they've had to done to Fallout 76. I would even say it's really actually developed into an actual game that has an actual story. Like right now, I'm helping a friend of mine, a pilot who came out of this, an astronaut came out of the sky, and I'm trying to find something to get her relay station up. I actually have 5 bases. That's right, you have bases in this. It's kind of like building the town, but you set up your own camp. The higher level you go up, the more you can build, and they've got a decent, it's okay, like, it's got some issues, sure, but let's give this game some love. If you love Fallout, I know Oxhorn is on this, he likes to play it, it's pretty fun, it's not bad. I mean, it's actually got people, NPCs is what I'm saying, it's not just devoid anymore, it's got full towns, people are coming back to the wasteland, it's got raiders, it's got, monsters, it's got story. It's got the story that Fallout is supposed to have. It's a little, it's not the original series. It's not Fallout and Fallout 2, it's not, it's not even quite Vegas. Vegas is still pretty good too. It's not, I mean, it's just about the same grade as Fallout 4, just a little bit less, Fallout 3 was really good, don't get me wrong. I liked Fallout 4. I liked the mechanics, what you could do in the game. The story was a little bit, yeah, but it's not too bad. I actually liked it. I know a lot of people who are like, no. It's not the original Fallout. Well, it's not even the same creators, but whatever. Let's move on, right? Move on to something different. It's owned by somebody else. Accept it, right? Just like us Star Wars fans had to. Still accepting. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. That was actually my camps right there. I've got McTire. This is actually a base I built for the clan when I was trying to. I've got a little thing on our Discord that has like different games we play, and I've got to add to that. Just so that we, like, why do we have to, we could be friends in other games, not just one, right? That's the idea. And then this is, so you can see this is the one with the swan. The swan is actually a pretty important symbol in Ireland, and obviously McTire, right, son of the wolf, Tyr. McTire, Tyr, it's not Tyre, it's Tyr, McTire, descendant of the wolf, or children of the wolf, depending on how you phrase that. It's like children descent of it. Anyways, let's keep going. And then we got my wife's laughing at me. I tell long stories. We got I've got right over here. I've got this is Vault 77. So one of the cool things is in this game is this is a survival game. They did really well with that. This is actually my mine. I've got my vault there, a vault that I created myself that I can add on to mine. Some other time I'll show you how you can build stuff in this. It's really cool. They have different dynamics. So you can essentially kind of get a bigger and bigger space because they just simply give you a load screen. They're like, here you go. This load screen looks like a vault door. Go for it. And I'm like, I'm in. I can pretend. I was in kindergarten once, right? Touch the vault door, it loads me into a vault. Right? Still feels like you're in your same place. So you're not, but it feels like it, right? This is my raw. This is technically just like a little castle and some, not really a castle. It's like a little town and a farm. Raw. Anyways, Fionlach is, I think, my actual house somewhere. A house person thing. Camp 13. Camp 13, I call it Camp 13. Because I don't remember why I called it Camp 13, but it's out in the bum F nowhere. This is like the end zone, right? This is like end game content right down here, right? That is a nuclear blast zone. I've watched one of those goes off. They can go off almost anywhere on the map. All the way up into, I believe they can't go off. See where it's really green up here? They can't go off kind of like way up here. way up here. I have never seen him really go off over here. I swear once I've seen it go off over this, but who knows? I've read you can't, but I can guarantee you they can go off over here. I was on. I made a little map. You said it. There's a farm over here. What's that farm? I had set up a place right next to a farm that was like over here or something. Not in this dry desert area, but over in the green, like where it's kind of brown. Warning, meat hole man has launched a nuke. There we go. So we're about, so that hasn't actually exploded yet. So if we look southwest, southeast, southwest. Yeah, we can't actually see that way. But you'll see a nuke go off. You should be able to see a flash actually. Anyways, I watched a nuke go off right next to me. I actually happened to have a bunker
Attention,
that I got.
Citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Down. You know, you can get all super fun with it. So most people are cool in here. There's you can fight, but you have to engage the other person in order to engage PvP between people. Otherwise, they're just gonna, you know, follow you around, shoot you. It barely does any damage. Just a nice way of being like F off, right? And you can kind of make your, if you're clever, you can make it something. You know. Anyways, let's go down here. I gotta go take this. I only have a couple of weapons because I killed a bunch of dudes back there earlier. That were like, I was like, my wife's trying to talk to me. I'm slaughtering some guy with a sword because I was out of bullets. so awesome. And there was just the song, "You keep talking much, can't come in. You keep not," that kind of thing. It was just like, wow, so much going on for someone with the ADD, and I've got type 7, so I can't filter anything out. That's just, I'm like hearing this all thing at the same time. Kind of like a bad dream, but it was so much fun. So it was a fun dream. Anyways. Nice Appalachia. We're in West Virginia and Virginia, that area. Appalachia Mountains. Picnic basket, boo boo. Ho ho ho. That's sad. We're not gonna need that anymore. Tin can for when you want it. What do you got? Underglue, I'll take that. Oh, this is a real person at one point, not that long ago. Dang. So he got killed by something. He isn't been dead that long. Purified water, okay. So, that's interesting. Usually purified water is from after, right? You gotta bring it out of somewhere that wasn't irradiated. So, that's something, I want to take a side note and just say, hey, thanks, Oxhorn. You're the one who got me kind of wanting to tell this story. I love Fallout and the way he used to, during lunch breaks and stuff, listen to his renditions of Fallout 1 and stuff. But just how him telling the story was pretty cool. So that's why I'm kind of in here doing it, and this is how I learned to do it. The way kind of he did is kind of, you know, purified water. Well, that's weird because that should be after the bombs dropped, which means whoever killed him might have stole it. The purified water, that's scorched earth, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Okay. Unusual pipe. What the fudge? Oh, why did I sniff that? Is that it? Just quick hallucination, we're good. Alright. Right on. Must have killed him. I have a suit on, so maybe that's what I did. That's probably a ventilation shaft, but it's pumping out. We'll go check that out later. Super exciting. You can easily distracted in this game. And you can break those down. Just like in Fallout 4, you could break stuff down like that and go with it. Ooh. Cannonballs. Love that. Love that. This looks like more than just walk by. Who knows? Could be a trap. I personally am not. Definitely think somebody murdered that guy. I think a lot of days. End of days. Make it. With a junk pile, so I can actually set something up here and get very useful resources from it. With one of my camps, I could build a little, like a mine, basically. Ventilation pipe, isn't it? Oh? Huh. Very odd. Yeah. Well, that's interesting because radio, national radio, okay, and research, Interesting. See all this slough off from rocks? Could just be natural erosion and people walking through, breaking it off like animals. But the rock is, see how it's almost like different composition. It's more than slate. Could be like limestone. Something that breaks off really easy, and it just almost metallic surface, which is kind of weird. Probably just a rendering of it. Just complete liquid, because you never know. In games like this, they make a little story sometimes. Fallout with bodies like that. Right there. Lead vein. That's what I was seeing. And there's quite a bit of it too. Look at that. That's gonna be super useful later when I'm building stuff. Lead is required for special materials that do with radioactive material, obviously, for containment, right? That's what we use lead for in real life these days because it's super poisonous to humans when on skin contact. And I'm sure insulation and anything else like that is probably a good leader. Let's get our guns out. Unfortunately, I am over encumbered. I do not have my monthly subscription going on with this, but when you do, you can simply hit up, right? Hit your Y, survival tent, break down anything, throw it in your backpack kind of thing. I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to wait it out a little bit for my endurance to recharge. That's the right meter. It says AP. I'm walking right now. I gotta walk. Scorched event. The giant beast has come out. I've killed her before. She's like a giant green glowing bat. It's actually kind of cool looking. Not super like, I mean, it's just it is a bat. But I mean, it's not supposed to be like, great. It's supposed to be realistic fantasy in Fallout. Something that, not that it could happen, but it seems like, oh, weird. It wasn't the radiation that changed the bat. It was genetics. Doesn't have to be totally true. The guy, these are called the Scorched. They are actually changed because of that thing. There we go. Lights on. Down. Don't want to get too far in. Is that address in there, right? Same thing as other games. You're still gonna have aggro. Pull out my light machine gun. I keep a handy and kind of, this is a build I'm kind of gearing towards is power armor with machine guns. That's what I'm going for. I use some of the other guns just to make up the lack of bullets every once in a while, right? I've only been playing this game for, I don't know, 6 months to a year or something. Not very long. Not like you guys have been doing this for. But I obviously have to watch stuff. That, so machine gun, you're going to want to lead down and go up. This one just pulls up, which is kind of nice. So just aim at the knees and it'll drag you to the gut where you need to be firing. Anyways, like any game, like online, online you're gonna have aggro and DPS and all that. They still kind of have that in this game. It's just a little bit different, right? As you can see that, so your tank in this one is gonna be somebody with a heavy, big gun that's gonna be able to really blow somebody away, and your healer is gonna have a lot of stimpaks and buffs for other people. You can still do that in the game, it's just it works a little differently. And your DPS, you can actually go invisible and different things like that. Like, so you're still doing a lot of damage, you're just not. You can move quicker and do a lot more damage in different avenues in this game, not in power armor. You're going to be much better at sniping if you're not in power armor. In some ways. They've made it so that anybody can wear power armor now, though, so it's, I should say, you know, where you're tight in power armor. Right, so we're helping our friend here. She, our lovely woman who felt, or as the says, wants us to find a special circuit. She's used to working with stuff from our past. It's just from the past, but it would kind of be futuristic compared to what we're currently working with due to the fact that might be the world ended. So I'm going to check outside all the way, right? This is a survival game, so it's going to dingy. It's a little silly to leave stuff around that's going to keep you alive and help you succeed, right? Dog tags, not so much. Money, useless unless you're going to start a fire. You may hear a lot of this kind of stuff these days. Money's going to be useless, especially when they're it's true if things keep going the way they're going. There we go, harpoon, didn't need that, probably gonna have to dump that later. Aha! Now this is interesting. So, what I inspected, there's a radio show that used to play throughout the wasteland where I'm at in West Virginia. You can find it in Fallout 4 and stuff. It's almost like, it's kind of a rendition of The Shadow from, it's an old I think it's like 40s and 50s, 60s radio show. I used to listen to it as a kid. I'm not that old, but they used to replay it on Cairo 7 where I'm at here in Washington. And it would be like, the Shadow knows. The reality is Lamont Cranston. You know, who knows the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Anyway, so they have him, they call him the Shroud in this instead of the Shadow. And in the radio show, The Shadow, they had this real kick-butt woman. They turned one of the women into like a heroine. And in this, they have the same sort of thing. But the actress takes these girls who were absolutely orphaned and stuff by the war. And she decides to make them tough and train them, help them stay alive, and teach them sort of survival ability and values using the fake radio show at this place right here, the Riverside Manor, right? Of course, we got Bleeding Cage Grindhouse. So there's an interesting story there between the I think it's that manor, if I remember right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's the manor here, and there's an interesting story between these essentially like secret agent young women, and they're almost like CIA actually. Like it's weird to say, but they're superhero-ish. And the raiders, who are just like realistic killers and people trying to survive by being selfish and stuff. And there's a mother-daughter rendition. And anyway, so the woman who I noticed who was an astronaut was also had one of these on her, when I inspected her inventory. So that tells me right off the bat she's somehow linked with them. So, and that I might have to be careful because I discovered that they're all dead. I'm not going to tell you why because that's part of the story, right? That's the part you got to figure out, have fun and figure out. Don't want to ruin it. Needless to say, I'm a little nervous now because I'm like, this feels like a trap. If I know those gals, be careful. You never know. And they're dangerous as heck. I'm not gonna take it lightly. And you can actually get their garb and all their special weapons yourself. If you got a female character, it really works well. This is a good game I know of. Not that I know them personally, but I've read of them. The guy and his girlfriend playing this game together because you can build massive forts next to each other and almost have like a little town. I don't think he knows we're here. Not yet. I'll give it about 3 seconds. Oh my god. This is like Oblivion lockpicking. Or is it Skyrim? I got a bad memory. Or bad recall. Pretty sure it's like Skyrim. Anyway. Here now because I turned the light on, right? Matter? Alright. Your light must be on. I'm gonna head off. Get ourselves a few more. Can't draw them to us a little bit. Your radar says. It's nice. I'm probably using one of my older suits. Actually, currently building one of the better suits you can get in this game. Oh my gosh, great. Almost 5. And the bad dudes here. Took a little bit of a risk because if there was anything I needed from the quest, I probably just threw it across the room. I'm probably pretty safe now. Well, let's try to get this kind of going quick. Pretty hardly anything in there. Cool. I'll take it. That's useful for other things. Water. So I gotta eat and actually drink in this game. Gives me better stats, right? So I can carry stuff. And you can see all the way on the left here above my little AB radial, it's got a knife and a fork and a little water droplet, and that's eating and drinking. I can take damage too, and other things kind of like plated water. Yeah, it's gotta be careful. Spoiled fruit, probably not. Get rid of it. Boiled vegetables, take blood. That doesn't sound good. I'll take the boiled water. Fancy lady snacks. Pop of the Nuka-Cola cherry cola thingy. And I'm gonna have to actually cook some food here later. Let's get this going, shall we? stairs, so we're floors way up there. Oh yeah, cool open area. That's where it's gonna get ambushed. Zoom. It's on the other side. Sounds weird. Plungers are great because they have rubber. Hard commodity. Because it's a refined substance. It's got many uses. Electrical components, right? Things like that. Something lasts longer if it's going to wear down. Mechanical uses. Purified water, heck yeah, canned dog food. I think Daddy's got his dinner. Try industrial shortening. I'm gonna see that straight. Same as dog food.
A can of fat. Oh my gosh. That's gold right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's gold. Really good if you're down to your last two teeth here in the wasteland.
I got a score for that.
Super duper.
Alright. I think some of what I like about this game is it's like the survival. I've always liked survival. It's always been like super interesting to me. We actually have to work for it. I always like Fallout 4 on the survival mode. It's like if you get hungry, you can die for starvation. In Globes, they got gears. Pick those up. I'm not even kidding you. Doesn't matter if you got way too many on you. Just do it. Trust me. I got somebody who's probably up top. There he is. Ooh, on the ground. Here we go. Now it starts, right? Get yourself in a defendable position. Actually load our gun. Which level weapons? This is a head of a robot, yes. I'm actually searching it up. There's a lot of damage, but it takes a little while to get it to fire. Sometimes it's going to ash. They run really fast. Like really angry zombies, basically. And I don't like having that problem make it right behind here. On the other side of me, right? So I'm gonna hunt it down. Alright, I could hear that one coming. With the footsteps. Check for battery. Yep, cool. I need those. We're gonna clear these rooms. We got a stairway. Stairway that's gonna be our danger position, basically. Never was in the army, but I learned a lot from my buddies. They would be able to. I'd love to play this game with them sometimes because they could really tell you some serious, like, hey, pay attention to this, pay attention to that, pay attention to that. By the way, like, tools of the trade, as they say.
Death. The trade of death.
downstairs. Yes. How far does it go? Getting upstairs. Upstairs. Cool. It's one up, one down. Squirrel bits. Something to eat, so that's cool. Is that a holotape? Oh, by the way, this is how my dude looks, right? I'll show you more later. Got other ones. Working on one, like I said, it's gonna be the strongest game armor, but I want to probably gonna make it into death. You have a 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which is from one of the original games. I think it's Fallout 1. Yeah. It used to not be called DLC. It's not downloading content. It's a game that was add-on. It's an add-on to your game. Before it DLC, you had to like buy an extra disc and insert it or a floppy. So you might be like, "What the heck is a floppy?" Probably why she said run. I'm trying to get some of the other guys to play it. They've heard so many bad reviews, it's not even funny. I would give this a good review so far, right? We got a dead feral ghoul, so that means the Scorchers took this place over after the feral ghouls had been cleared out. There we go. Woo, that's a lot. Love you guys. Here, right? Multi-purpose axe. Anybody find one of those at Home Depot, let me know. We still got the comic books, but those are boosts now. Where I need to go. Didn't really want to have to do it right now. Or to wait a second, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can draw them by using the sound around here. Right there. Ooh. Take that. Military grade. I'm like, what's the difference? Is it made by Microsoft? Ooh, a little bit of lag. There's the key, okay. things. Some of these items have some pretty good use. Other things I don't remember if the camera does. Typewriters, I mean, they'll give you like metal and stuff. They don't have all the same uses as like Fallout 4, but they're pretty close. Might want to look them up a little bit as I go. Your crate is gonna get more aluminum and stuff. Wooden paper, it's the same. Wooden and steel. Like they have to be pretty good. If you play Fallout 4, you'll understand. And if you just have a basic concept of what stuff is made out of, military ammo bag that's gonna give you a cloth. Ooh, it's like a drug. It's like a combination of all drugs combined. Plastic plate just gives you plastic plate. Wooden health, padded clipboard. Silver locket gives me silver. There it is.
There's some weird shit going on here, man.
What are you talking about?
I know we just started our internship here, but I can already tell there's something off about this place.
Like what?
I heard a couple of the full-timers talking about some off-the-wall stuff. And wait, are you recording this? What the fuck, man? What's going on?
You were told to keep your head down and do your research, Jonathan.
Wait, who are they?
We need you to come with us, Jonathan.
Okay, so that's super creepy. I mean, there's not turpentine, but yeah, guy just disappears because he asks questions. That's never good. You know, if you love freedom or if you just love torture to death. Nothing to do with like American freedom, right? I mean, it has something to do with it, but it's not like the groundbreaking reason for it. Yeah, that kind of tyranny and stuff is, you know, that kind of behavior, that kind of, it's not good, ever. What exactly? Military grade, it means we're probably in the military area. This is obviously disguised. Loose screws. You see them, pick them up. Wrench, this is how they steal. You never know what I mean. Metal button, sneak in. Open door to the top. Time to go down. Kill the last guy here. Try to be a little aggressive when he's here. There he is. Alright. Well, I won't put that away just yet, just in case. And usually when I do that, that's when I get, you know, stabbed from behind. We got some keys to a research area in the basement 10. That's cool. Yellow plate. Right on. Cigarettes. Cigarettes and the other stuff. I mean, you get like this asbestos or other poisons, like cigarettes helps you refine gold or refine ore. So, refine turpentine, pick it up because you get enough of that. You can refine your own gunpowder and that sort of thing. Scissors just going to give you metal. I believe telephone gives you like copper sometimes. It can be used to do wires. You're not gonna want to see. Why would they need all this? What is this, by the way? Just walking in here without really finding out. I thought this was a place to buy like National Radio astronomy. Dude, tell me there's gonna be an SG-1 thing in the basement. Do you remember what they always had? Samantha had to say, like what she did for a living. It was always something like that. I do. She does. I don't know, something National Astronomy Radio Waves or something. I'm talking about Sam Carter and SG-1, just so everyone knows. So that makes a little bit more sense. Ooh, I gotta pull up my dashboard. I'm sorry. Anybody's already typed in there, which I doubt it. I apologize. I'm now in my own chat room. My bad. Rookie mistake. I am a rookie, but it was a rookie mistake. Here we go. Alright. Now to go find what creepy stuff is going on. Let's see what this says. Data review terminal messages. Satellite adjustment. Interesting. We'll be making some. Satellite shortly will be account for the gap in the data when it gets to you. Just we wanted to give you a heads up. You wouldn't be worried. Okay. Okay. No, back isn't it? Sons of damn automated signal. What? Deep space logs. Sometimes it's good to read up too on like what radio signals are what. I don't want to be going into like the next storyline, you know, if I haven't finished one. Lucas wants me the next batch for logs reviewed by the Monday morning meeting. Sorry to ruin your weekend, but you've got to move fast on this. As you know, we have limited windows to gather information. It sounds like spies. Incoming data dump. Heads up, big test scheduled for early this afternoon. The team's national isolated radio array has finished their calibrations and there's an on standby according to Lucius. This one might be our clearest signal yet. Incoming data. This is weird. It doesn't actually sound like listening. I know we're told not to talk about it, but only one right. They can't expect us to keep a secret forever. I haven't been sleeping since. I'm pretty sure Michael's noticed my performance sleeping, but I feel like everyone's been acting a little weird recently. Even the higher ups. Maybe I shouldn't worry. Maybe it's nothing. But you've been receiving the data though. What do you think about it? That's weird. Security reminder. So this guy gets reminded with security. Don't really need to read that. I understand what you know what I mean. It's like, don't say anything. I'm sure there's nothing. We go 7 years without a single retirement. Then suddenly half a dozen of people retire. In the span of 2 weeks, they're all relatively young and they've all moved to remote places to be with family. Right. Chris Murphy, good old Irishman right there. Chris Murphy, who I'm pretty sure doesn't even have a family. I mean, it's possible. I certainly don't think there's anything weird about it. Nothing I'd ever say anyone outside the office, but that's for sure. I certainly don't want to retire. Alright, so that's... Oh. That's satellite data. It doesn't burn our brain out. Error. What? Okay. Error. That's... Okay, so there was a dump. We know that. Maybe that has something to do with it. I doubt it. Because when you dump something, you don't get an error. You get just like, logs, right? So, what we'll do... Error means corrupted, or that you tried to retrieve it and essentially the load file is not working. So we're gonna now go down to the basement and hopefully not go down to the basement. Oh, this is like getting kidnapped. Right? So she sent us here. That's the funny thing. She's part of that mystery, like, right? You know what I'm saying? She's wearing the dress of these CIA type chicks that are doing this. Sorry if that's not chicks, but CIA type women who I had, dangerous, right? Strong, smart. Please don't think I'm sorry. Type gals, and I'm in this place picking up data for. What? It's outside, eh? No, we can't. Says let's go in the basement. There's the basement before we go to. I don't want to. Is this really it? Yes, this is it. Weird. So, I mean, we got it here. We're looking for logs. We didn't find anything in the logs. Cleared out, right? We kind of actually cleared out the whole place, it looks like. We put the gun away now. I am honestly sitting here thinking to myself, how weird is this place? sometimes though. Looks really good. Let's check these desks. I haven't checked these yet. Nuka-Cola, nothing interesting. Blah blah blah. Oh, I know what that is. That's the research center. That's why I had to get these stairs to come back down here to make sense. Right. And anti-globe glass. You just get glass from it. It can be useful if you have windows in your house, right? Doesn't actually work that way. I used to have a friend whose dad owned a glass shop. So basically, it's different kind of sands. You can't take other glass and blow it down, but you have to have other materials in order to meld everything back together. You have to replace what you've lost by the burning process. You can't just like copper every once in a while. You can't just melt glass down and you have glass. Desk fans are always good for gears. You gotta Something's trying to render in over there. You see that? A lot of desk fans. Might just be cool and be giving me gear. At the same time, it could be an indication of people's temperature or perceived temperature. Their bodies are way too hot. Emergency Order A19. To all remaining staff, you are hereby required to enact Emergency Order A19. Destroy all non-communication terminals. Run procedure T79AC on communication terminals. Destroy all hard copies. Evacuate. Maintain silence. Maintain silence. Nuclear bombs drop and you gotta maintain silence? That's weird. What is something so terrible, so secretive, that you have to hide it in that manner? You know what I mean? Scary and creepy. Well, let's go find out what it is, shall we? I didn't really see anything here. Nothing that I'm like, oh my god. Just kind of like, yeah, good for you. It's gonna be something like, cigarettes are bad for you. I'm like, really? Come on! So this is the Fallout universe, if you don't know. So basically, Fallout works on that. We've won World War II, but we get a lot of the technology. We never have the 60s revolution. There's no Cold War. Not like it was. So we end up kind of keeping some of our some of the 60s and stuff, and technology advances in a very different way. We start using nuclear stuff more often. We build like giant tech suits like I've got. Those are fairly new technology, but they've been militarized, and we got a few robots and stuff. But the Chinese become the real threat early on, more than they are now. But they become a threat, and we start running out of fossil fuels, and that's the fight. We fight over stuff, and America annexes Canada and Mexico and stuff, and while China starts taking over essentially all of Asia, and Russia, I think, is in there too, with the European allies who bind together, and we're all kind of duking it out, and of course nuclear holocaust. And then we're trying to figure out, this is afterward, those are all dead trees, shattered the world, broken up. All because we couldn't figure out that you could run cars. See, it says it's inside, that's a 9. All because we couldn't figure out you could run cars on water. Hydrogen power, steam, right? There's different ways to make water work. Okay, so it's in here somewhere. I wasn't using my thing on my map before, which I should have got it right. It says it somewhere. Maybe it's not high floors. We'll go up and take a look. Aha. It actually says it's below. I gotta figure out how to get down there then. Interesting. Found it. Oh yeah, big holes. That's always good. Shotguns do more damage up front, so I gotta draw them in and go to them. Not me, not an actual person. Pretty sure, I thought she had like a, might have just been using a grenade, because, you know, I mean, it exploded for a second. Trying to not get hit by one of those. Yeah, there it is. Grenade rounds. Alright, there it is. The grenade launcher. M97. This is obviously a special one. Look at that. M97. This is 45. Let's go. I might grab that for now. Just probably get rid of it later. Just because I've already got one. I don't need a grenade launcher like that. Oh yeah, I don't need that. I have an automatic one. Never mind. Yeah, all kinds of different weapons in this game. From laser guns to explosives to there it is, just get rid of that. And then I will quickly tag my grenade launcher so I can use one that I can. Cool. Heavy pipe wrench, never seen that. Take it. Combo wrench, that's not. Ooh, bobblehead. That is a buff. I can activate that. I never have. I just got a bunch of them stacked up, to be honest with you. But you can activate them for bobby pins. Oh man, those are so stupidly rare in this game. It's not even funny. So this allows me to scrap items at this armor workbench. You can say, scrap all junk. And sometimes that'll give me more back what I need. If I have other stuff I'm not using, which I don't think I do. Let's see. Oh, not really using that. Minigun is actually mine. That is a Marine Tactical suit I do use. My robot head that I use. There's my armor instead. You gotta have special plans in this one, so they can't just go crazy building. You gotta find plans to make everything work. And it looks like that is a fairly cool reaver. likely one of the people that were working here at the time. And because I used so many grenades, I may not ever find like a holotape that was flying or anything like that that would tell me the story of exactly nice, of exactly what weird stuff they're doing down here, you know what I mean? This is my guy. So let's see here. Just in case, right? Probably should have done that way beforehand. Too curious for my own good. Fairly good. I don't think so. I've been here a while. You're here long enough to be smart, and they got killed. It looks like, boy, that they built stuff. Look at that. They put their own armor on stuff. They're not stupid. So they weren't like technically like feral in a way. And it looks like the Scorch is the ones who pushed them out. I wonder if I can't. Well. Marksman 10mm submachine gun. Scanner upgrade though. Any sugar bombs. I mean, still a 50, but just for now, I guess. Made my son a character in this game. We just build stuff though. I don't take him killing anything. Killing for, but it's that you can build stuff really cool in this. And it's fun in that way. I take him to where I know he's thinking about zombies. There are places like that. Go up there and we build stuff together. I got a place there set up just for us. We just got hay set up. We just go out there and pretend, you know. Alright. That's what happens when you drop stuff. There's a little duffel bag. Like you take one out, you put the weapon in it, you zip it up, you know. Look at that how that handle's just like propped up perfectly. You prop up. Don't take all that time in the middle of the wasteland. It's very important, very important. Adjustable wrench, that's the one that's got all the get the gear from. Not combination. Antifreeze is always good. Definitely in the military. See that? Military grade. You find those in military places there. But, no, I'm not seeing the reason why everything went bad here. Wooden right leg, what? Oh. It's wooden armor. Waiting for the rocket to pop out. Well, let's see here. I don't see any more really of the story. I'm still sad. I probably, like I said, I threw some grenades and they went a little bit everywhere, and that pushes things around. I wish they would anchor like story tapes and stuff. I mean, there was something weird going on down here. At one point, we got two feral ghouls who had built their own armor, killed by the Scorch, and it sounded like there was some research or something going on down here that we're not really privy to. I don't see a vault or a door, but there was something that they had to clear out, and everybody had to like keep quiet about the secret. And I would love if everybody was. What is that? Blue plate. Interesting. Empty coolant. That is odd, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I realized I don't remember if I had unlocked. Looks like a door. They had research things, right? Oh. I didn't see anything of secretive switch. Not that I would, but there's definitely something going on. More than meets the eye. And the astronaut would have to know about that sort of thing. She's sitting here. She's looking for info more than just trying to get some sort of special scanner. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, right. She's in this place. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, did you find anything else out? No. Sure. Wait. I'm waiting to see like where's the button, you know, I'm like, push the button and having that right there to open up or something. Unfortunately, nothing cool like that. We got massive fans down here, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Here we go. Going back up, we'll dump some stuff. See if we can't lighten our load. If not, we'll deal with this. There's definitely a weird secret here. Here's an exit. Back to Appalachia. That's a pretty famous raider who kind of gets help breaking out. I believe she's one of the first ones. She's dead now, but there's a whole like boyfriend and weird stuff that goes on over there. Kind of cool story. I need a robot in there and all that. We have like treasure. Some of them become Wendigos. Yep, I said that. Wendigo. Wait, I mean, what are you gonna eat when you first come out? All right. I'm about 40 pounds over what I should be. If I'm wearing anything I don't need. Pretty short combat rifle. Heavy pipe wrench. Don't really need that. Doesn't have a huge amount of value. About a pound. You don't even really like the marksman machine gun, but it might be.
I kind of want to get to where I'm going.
It's a long way to head back. So we're gonna go run over here, make sure we have all our food and drink and bubble gum. Sometimes it's supposed to make it so you're not hungry and stuff for a while. There it is, perfect bubble gum. Drink me a beer, have some of that, get some squirrel bits, get some sugar bombs. I'm supposed to kick stuff this up basically. And just rescue this. And we're gonna see if we can't have some antibiotics. Lower, gets rid of disease, right? Let's just make sure. Ooh, food loss, running injuries. Oh, parasite. There it is. So we need to cure ourselves. Whiskey perceivedly makes me stronger. You can get useful radiation.
I thought this high ground would be useful for hunting, but the local wildlife learned to watch out for us pretty fast.
Okay. Well, that was weird. Anyways, the antibiotics thing. Off out. Now I just need to get rid of 10 pounds. Inert flux. I don't need that. I wasn't able to. See what, baby? I shouldn't have had that pie.
Well, my wife's making fun of me. Lead pie, baby.
Overdrive. No. Nope, psycho. You can sell those or make pretty money on drugs. Don't do that in real life, kids. Some packs. Aluminum ore. Oh, I want to give it up. I mean, that's probably like 7. Oh, no, it's not. It's barely anything. Stack weight increases it to 1 pound. Uplink a bunch of other stuff. Let's go to junk. See if there's anything in here I could get. Flash shards. Ooh. Disc fan. See, it gives me a gear, so. Let's see if I can't find one that I don't. Well. Just wheel up. Bag of cement. Bye bye. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to give up something else, basically, right? So, let's see what we don't need. The chicken fine, dirty water. Don't need smelled meat, spoiled meat. Almost there. 6 pounds to go. Once they'll actually equip once I take my big thing off. So I usually come in here and see it. I'm like, okay, what do I really not need? Like, what did I pick up that's like useless? And so much. More expensive. I don't want to say the. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you I have some of the ammo left over. One, two, three. Using those. I gotta have it. Oh, they're gonna up. They're there. Boom. Now I just gotta get a little bit of those buff out again. Bam. Right into what happened? Food or something? Oh, this is just where I needed to be. That's weird. Oh, probably the whiskey. Dang it. Well, that's irritating. I'm over looking for one. Dang. Well, there we go. Let's get rid of some scraps, I guess. Yeah. It's steel. Let's see. You can always get a lot of steel, so. space series right now. I hardly did anything. Really? Still, this can be obviously, it can be kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. I'm over here like, okay, well, I don't need any harpoons. That's for sure. I don't use those. This teaches you though not to pick up useless crap. Pick up extra ammo and stuff sometimes in there because you never know if you run out of bullets. You pick up another weapon, you have those bullets, you just grab them, you're ready to go. But you know what I mean. You don't want to be. I start dumping stuff as soon as I come out of the place usually. That's kind of it, unfortunately. Rather than getting rid of this sweet Marksman 10mm. It's not a special one though, so. See ya. Still, seriously, that's a little annoying. Using telemeter arms. There we go. Dang. Thirst. It would be nice if they were a little bit nicer on the carry weight, but I want you to really explore, right? Cool, there we go. Let's go back. We can finish this quest now. It took longer to actually dump stuff and do the quest itself. Fast travel. It doesn't cost you really anything to fast travel your own place, but if you fast travel with some random farm or something, you know, towards your quest, you didn't walk out over it. It actually costs caps to do that. I don't know who's dragging their butt back and forth, but somebody is. So you have to pay them, right? I'll just assume so. I don't really explain that. There it is. You can make your fort look different ways. This is my fort. There it is. This is the fortress. Finding McTeer. Part of the Brotherhood we are.
If you are not satisfied with your gift, this unit is not authorized to make exchanges. Please contact your closest
That is the Santa Claus robot that we
customer
got during
service
Christmas.
help workshop for further inquiries.
It's a weird one.
It's
There
good
she
to
is.
be out of that waterlogged bunker, let me tell you. Oh, well, you just look at this fancy thing. Not even a dent on it. Could use some soldering to fit in this old console, but... nothing I can't handle. In the meantime, I found some sort of emergency supplies crate that must have splintered off while the ship broke apart. Might just be a crate of space food, but maybe it's got some emergency contact codes for the satellites. Heck, it could even be my personal crate full of my Unstoppables comics that I foolishly brought with me to space. Hey, I thought I'd have time.
That's not foolish.
What would you like in your stocking? No, stockings not included.
Yes, but I'm not sure how accurate the data is, or if anything has scavenged it. It's hard to tell much more until I install the upgrade module.
I just asked her, were you able to get any data from the flight recorder? Now I'm gonna ask her, you took comic books to space?
They let me take a crate of personal items. We weren't supposed to be in deep sleep the whole time, you know.
I'll go look for your crate. Better not be some comic books. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I didn't want to say that. I like comic books. I'll go look for your crate. Yeah.
I doubt it is. They're probably all burned up on re-entry, sadly. I had a full collection. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sure it's astronaut food or something else that the USSA thought I might need.
Hello, little one.
Something going on with her face.
Been nice this year.
The way you look around here, you've been here before, haven't you?
Oddly, yes. I camped out here a few times while I was in graduate school with a good friend,
Oh, Apple Wait.
Emerson.
Okay.
Those were the days. We were in the same physics program at college and hit it off. It ended up not working out for us, but we remained friends, which was good because he joined the USSA towards the end of my astronaut training. Ugh. That would have been awkward.
Lots of change since you went to space, right? How's the console working for you?
I know this sounds odd, but not much has changed for me. Not many new consoles have been invented since my time, I guess. The scanner upgrade has helped to compensate for the degradation that has occurred in the past years. I'm trying to modify it so I can use it for other stuff too. Maybe hijack the scanner so I can run a holotape game? Ooh, that would be good. Oh, the headaches emerging from deep sleep are worse than they implied it would be. I don't know. I feel sudden spikes of pain at times, and it takes a while to subside. I'm dealing with it, but it's still happening.
Weird.
Alright, I'll be back later, Commander.
This unit is special.
I was wondering if you were coming back.
I swear there's something going on
Morale
with her face.
initiatives. Cheer,
There's just
joy,
lights hitting it.
holly, and
Look weird.
jolly.
Got some sort of reward of that. That's cool. This is actually my little fort. This is the main retrieve the emergency protocols. This is cool. This is the main
happy
word there you could say.
holidays and a
Not
loaded
here. Built this. Nobody ever joined me on here. Other than my son, right? He's fourth. So and I mean, I built this so it's huge for you. You can see a massive amount of it. It's super defendable. Rush up a bluff. There's really only one place way to attack right?
due to the hardened nature of this unit's exterior, the action
Places where we can scrap items for chemical
is
stuff.
unavailable at this time.
This terminal actually allows you to essentially, I can turn off on all switches. Open that. Or I can turn them all off.
Thanks for giving me a place to stay
Close
for
that
a
door.
bit.
We're gonna manually close it just so you can see everything. Boom! Massive exit. So I still or something like that, but you know,
One thing
pretty
at a
good,
time.
right? Seems sick to me, you know what I mean? This is my Enclave turret. This is a combination of Brotherhood of Steel and Enclave stuff. So Clan of McTeer is as well about the we want to bring the future to now, what was and it should be. We believe that it's kind of like butter seal, but cooler. We do. It's all different. We want to share it with the world. Redo it in a better way. In moral standards and all, yeah. Anyways, that's just kind of a really cool fort. I like the look. I built it so I'm always keeping close. These are actually another place where these good guys, I cleared that out and they're moving in there. Sometimes you get attacked, you can help them get free loot that way, so that helps me out. You can actually see the players coming left this way. It's a train station where you can trade stuff. Actually, train station, so you can buy and trade a lot of your get your plans from. So I'm actually not too far, right? And this is the clan's main. This is where the officers, where the officers would have if they. Or one day the officers will, whatever it ends up being. This is where you could actually hold meetings and talk things through, you know, about events we want to do in the game. I don't care if we come out here, honestly. Right, sit down, talk about Elder Scrolls Online or Star Trek or something, whatever. It's kind of a cool little area to hang out. And this is you can actually get bonuses for sleeping, so I made us a place where you can get this is sleeping quarters, right? There's your mess. Armored doors, everything's upgraded to level 4 lock. So it takes longer for somebody to unlock it. If you weren't doing locked doors, you're gonna have trouble getting inside. So I have some
I just can't shake these nightmares.
quick entries. So one day I'll close those off. You'll have to use just the straight plasma doors of a home. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, you're still learning to make building work in this game a little bit. That's weird. Some guy got in earlier. I think my son accidentally let him in. My son was like this. Daddy, I'm gonna go outside, Daddy. And just left. He left the door open, and he came back in later. After I was kind of like, oh, down there, there's zombies. Right. He came back in later to me. What up top in there? That's our armory. Right, so HQ, I actually built that whole thing. And this is our barracks armory. And then, oh, where's the other one?
Scanning for class. Boys and girls. Scanning. Scanning. None could be located.
I got in. My son must have let him in.
Has become a
I mean, it's not that hard if you click
Happy holidays.
And I wish my guns would automatically shoot somebody though. Great, because look, I got turrets. Freaking fire, dude, if they're not. I didn't let them in. You know, if they're not in my group, get rid of them. I didn't let them in. Anyways. I'm aggressive in that nature. You're right here, starting. I'm going to trade stuff for my son. You know, hang out. Dude comes up, and let me show you kind of I wasn't even in my armor. He's in some sort of American flag armor, right? Thinking he's all hot and everything. And I'm like, turn like this. And I'm like, what? And he's just kind of like standing there like, that's weird. Okay, dude. But, you know, he actually was pretty harmless, so I didn't start a fight with him. He might have wanted to group or something. I was sort of group with my son, but I couldn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. Chat, nothing. It was just kind of like a very weird, awkward moment. This is one of my suits, my Enclave suit. That's, I believe, the newest upgrade I've got. And this is my 4 horsemen. These are going to be my officers. One day, this is the goal. They have Death, War, the White Horse, who is essentially chaos when he starts ill order. More like dominance, honestly. And Plague, or Plague technically is supposed to follow Death. It sounds weird, but that's how it goes. There's First Horseman is the White Horseman, then there's the Red Horseman War, and then comes Death, and it would be Plague who follows him. But it actually doesn't say Plague who follows him, it says the beasts of the earth will follow him. You could say bacteria is the earth. That's how someone's interpreted. Now, in between war and death is famine, and since we only have 4, it technically would be this would be more famine and plague put together. You know, that sort of weird combination. Indicative. Anyways. Yeah, into my scrap box. Really, where I just go dump all my stuff. Oh, Fallout first is required. Overcumbered. Oh no. So, yeah, that was the other thing. It's just like, it's made by Bethesda. Max, you know, so just like, unfortunately, ESO, this is how they get you with the... Gotta have a bigger scrap box to not be over-encumbered all the time. So, that's my scrap box. Let's go see if I can't dump stuff off at my bank, which is essentially this. Here's my stash. And if I remember it, I can actually touch that and it slides open. And I do have stuff to open here. These are some of the plans I was going to give my son. A little bit of time limit when you're trading. And you actually trade for, you can give stuff out for free, but you can trade for money. You can be like, look, dude, it took me a while to get all this. I want something for it. You know, that sort of scenario. I need to fix some of my weapons. I'll show you how that works. I'm just gonna have a little bit of fun with the game before I go to bed here really soon. I'm trying to get up early and stream some Sea of Thieves. Get some of my weapons. I'm gonna have to, because I don't have whatchamacallit anymore, I'm gonna have to put some of this away and change my main what I'm normally running around with, you know what I mean? So we'll stick with that. Although I love running around with a sniper rifle, store that for now. Do you like that minigun? I do learn with a little, like, that's one of my main things, right? So lasers, minigun. I think what I'll do though is, sorry, see, I already have like this hearted that for some reason. It does 40 damage. And I've got one up here. There it is, see? This one here can be broken down. We're gonna, it does a lot of damage, so just keep that now. That's always good to have. We'll fix that. We'll fix that, but I don't, since it's 44. But I really shouldn't be running around with 2 of these, right? It actually does more damage, so let's store that. I love the look, but it's just, I can't afford it right now because of weight. Okay. And it's hard to say goodbye sometimes. It's always good to clear this stuff out every once in a while, to be honest with you. And all this stuff out. Store it until I get a bunch and then sell a whole bunch of it at one time. Stats box is full. This actually has its own weight to it. So, here we go. Okay. Just gonna take it a look. Nothing more of this either. So, that's it until I get some money going, right? Well, everybody. And I can build these suits and stuff, most of the stuff for people. You do have to have like the plan yourself, but if you can't, if you can't build it, I can build the pieces for you. Like I have extra, I have for free if you want to join me. You know, play together often. I've got free power armor which are high enough level at for your power armor suits. And if you have the skin, I can actually build it in that skin for you. You actually have to buy the skin in order to wear the skin, but I can build multiple different kinds of power armor suits in that. I'm not super high level. I'm higher, but there are people higher than me. But you know, hey, I'm willing. If they're not, and I'll show you the building aspect. Let's see if I can level up. If I get that level up done. This level up works a little different. It works on a card system, which is really weird. But with this one, I have different. You have different points and you have different builds. Right now, I'm working on. I believe this is my power armor build. Not my. Yeah, this is like go out and kill stuff build. This is not my building stuff build. So, well, pick hurt. Let's see. Adamantium skeletons, your limbs take less damage. Action points, you don't really need that. You got a power armor suit. Adrenaline, I'm not working with that. All night long, hunger and thirst grow 20% slower. Night thing is super useful, right? Armor smoke pretty much out of that. Maxed out. Maxed out. Maxed out. Bandolier. I mean, that's all cool. Energy weapons are useful. I'm really looking for heavy guns, right? This is how you get these away less. I'm really looking for. There it is. See if I can't upgrade some of my other ones. My heavy guns. Let me see what's new. Got benefits of bobbleheads. You can see you can learn to actually work with people better. Here's your healer right here. Boom, boom. Fire in the hole, grenades, fire. Fire, so you can eat it. Fix it good. You can repair armor and power armor. Yeah, why not? Get enough of those. Boom. Combine them. The following cards are used in other loadouts. If you have no other copies of those cards, creating a higher ranked card will remove them from all loadouts. Would you like to? Yes, I would like to continue. Alright, and then I can come down and I can be like scrap or rank up. I'm thinking of rank up right now, so it's just good for now. So I have to actually build a loadout thing for this area because I'm gonna need it for building things. And let's see here. It would be in. So look at this. You got different floors. There's your floors. You even got foundations. Allies. Little girl. This is a lady who plays a guitar. It's kind of cool. Back it used to be. Wants to open a bar. Used to be a bad dude. This is the astronaut. These are. They'll give you buffs when you're out there. These are my ability to put more shore up more of my let me do it. No, it's not. Seeds maximum build, so I gotta get higher to build more. Higher level. The higher level you are, the more you can build. Anyways. And I could get rid of other stuff. You get secret doors. Not even kidding you, see that? Again, different kinds of doors, right? Metal. Hidden ones. You can see all these different all kinds of doors. This one's ammo. This is a new kind of barn door. Hungry. Jail doors. All kinds of doors. Crafting. Here we go. This is for food. Good spot. And just other stuff that looks weird. Actually, looks like that would actually go with a fire and you'd be able to actually cook better. Chemical stations for building chemistry and weapons, armor. Here it is. One of the most important ones are here. Loadouts. The workshop does this right now? Really? This is the brewer making alcohol. This is obviously the station right there. It says aluminum. Alcohol again. Lantern makes it get the alcohol quicker. So, you almost need to actually get rid of one of these stations that is storing my stuff. My plan is to have it all the way out here one day. As you come down here, you can change your loadouts like, I don't know, somewhere in the corner or up top would probably be better. You can change your loadout up there. And, yeah, change your loadout right up here. Okay, well, might have to get rid of something in order to do that. Really
I just can't shake these nightmares.
Turret.
Floating in space forever. Just
I mean, you gotta have that. Let's see, what can I get rid of? Stove. Stove. Tell you what. 4 horsemen, right? 4. Everything's working. 4 we go. Nina. Smarty smart. Wanting to be cute. And we'll scrap it. Because this is totally necessary. Cool. So that actually allows me to even put some electricity maybe in the other place. It doesn't, I noticed it didn't have lights the other day. I was like, what the heck? It's kind of annoying to go into an area that's really dark. There's also no, it originally had a way to get right up there, and now it's not there. I loaded in and stuff for some reason, so I gotta fix that too. I might have gotten rid of it to add other stuff, I just don't remember. Doesn't have any way to just naturally power it, even though I put up some lights. I've got to like literally run wires through this to get that light there going. And I do find it a little bit of annoying because it's like, dude, seriously, like the Enclave has a power system, but this doesn't. You gotta be kidding me, you know what I mean? So
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
All kinds of stuff. You can get to preview stuff if you haven't bought it before. There's the chicken coop. This is super cool. Right. You can so all kinds of stuff. Really, you know, you get up there and you can build more and more stuff as you get higher level. You can get way high. They give you a massive building area that I don't even use all of it. You see, because way out there, you know. See where it is. Electrical. Oh, come on. There you get beds.
This unit will not be accepting requests
That's
to
a throne.
sit on Santa's lap. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Water, so you get different kind of water collections, right? Food, make your own food. There it is. There's light. And bam. Cannot place the item workshop. Okay. Yep, I can be able to do that. That was
Where
the map.
are my little elves?
Excuse me.
No, really?
Well, this is Club Cashew with here at Clan Max Outpost, overviewing the Appalachia. You can come check me out on. You can come follow me on YouTube, and you can come follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and obviously Twitch here, Instagram. Clubbedcashew50. You can also get a 20% discount at Fade Grips. It's Fade Grips at Cash's Stash, not Club Stash, but Cash's Stash. So Cash, little comma, S, Cash's, right? Stash. I spelled it wrong, I believe. Let me just double check that real quick. I want to make sure I hook you guys up here pretty good. So Fade Grips does. They do rubber skin, a natural rubber skin you can put over your controllers and over your sticks, so that if you want to preserve it, right? You don't have a lot of money, but you want it to look good and be able to, you can't say you can't buy the really nice like sets and replace stuff all the time. Anyway, it keeps your stuff from getting the salt from sweat and other things from button mashing and sugar. Say you like to have a snack every once in a while when you're playing, right? Stuck inside there. This is a way to keep them clean so they're not all getting nasty, and it's super important in that way because they can get pretty bad sometimes, right? So it is Cash's Stash, and that I will actually if you go to my Twitter. I will post both his website, where you can, their website, I should say, where you can check out their Fade Grips, what they sell, and the different skins and stuff that you can put on your controllers. So it's not like they're not stickers, and it's not just little ones for your stuff. And I'm sure if you're really nice, you might be able to get some custom stuff, right? It looks like it does its own. I've got a couple of F's on the controller for Fade Grips, right? Pretty cool stuff. So go to my Facebook or Twitter. You can check that out. I'll post it later at the comments. Oh, excuse me. This goes to YouTube. All right, I've had fun. Y'all. And we're okay. Signing off.